Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of this series on peace. Last week we talked a little bit about finding God's peace, and this week we're just going to talk a little bit about how we get God's peace and why Jesus promised it. So the verse I'm going to read from is John 14:27, and in this verse Jesus is at the Last Supper and he's talking a little bit about how his peace is going to be promised to those who follow him. And in this time, right before this, Judas had asked Jesus, why are you revealing to us and not the whole world who you are? And Jesus basically says that he promises all these things to his people, and that his people are going to be the ones to inherit all these great things. But it's only the people who follow him, and it's only his people. So this verse says, Jesus said, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. Now what this means is that we need to follow God. And that's just basically plain and simple. But if we dive a little bit deeper into it, it's about how we're committing our entire lives to God. If we've asked him into our heart, we're committing our entire lives. That's not something to be taken lightly. Our souls are crazy valuable. They're crazy. They're worth more than gold, diamonds, anything you can think of. And Jesus wants our souls, so that's insane. So if we continue to look at this, Jesus says it's a peace that the world can't give. So what that means is when we follow him, and when we start to realize that peace, really the world can't give it. I know all of us have been in this place where, we feel like we're doing everything right. We feel like the entire world owes us something. Or that we're doing everything right, so this peace should come. But it's not going to come until we follow God. And that's what Jesus says here. He promises peace to all the people that follow him. So we need to realize that really Jesus is the one that promised that. But a few verses around this talk about how he's promising peace. And I don't know about y'all, but I've never had God break a promise. I know for a fact he never has. I don't know what y'all think, but I know for a fact that he's never broken a promise. And here he's promising peace to those who follow him. So he's going to keep it. We just got to follow him. In that, we need to realize that we need to stop following the world. Look, the world is always going to sound better, and it's always going to seem more pleasurable. It's always going to hold more things that we're like, ooh, bright and shiny. But at the end of the day, they're going to leave us empty. There's going to be something small is just going to feel off. And it'll never be filled until we follow Jesus. Now around this, they're talking about how Jesus is leaving, and they say, well, Jesus, why are you leaving us? And basically Jesus says, I'm not leaving you. Well, my physical body is leaving you. The Holy Spirit's still going to be with you. The Holy Spirit's still going to guide you. That same Holy Spirit's with us, all right? God is still with us. We're not becoming orphans because Jesus left this planet years and years and years and years and years ago. That was just his physical body. Look, the Holy Spirit is still there. And God the Father still watches over us, and Jesus still watches over us every single day. So why are we worried about it? Why are we worried about it? There's no reason to worry. And when we start following Jesus, that's when we're going to find the peace that we've always been looking for in worldly things. Peace isn't going to come when you get that next possession. Peace isn't going to come when you get AirPods. I know that because right here. But peace isn't going to come when you get a new pair of shoes, a new pair of jeans. It's not going to come that way. It's not going to come when you get a car. It's not going to come out of any of that. It's not going to come with a new job. It's not going to come when you move cities. Anything like that. It's going to come when we start following God. So with that, take what you will. Thank you for watching, and come back next week for the final part of this series on peace.